So you still had yet another course adjustment ahead of you. How long were you there in the circuit work now in Lima?
So around the 2 years serving in that circuit, the branch office called me, and the brother told me that they wanted to see us at the branch next Monday. So we said, fine, we can go there. We can be there next Monday at 8 a.m. And he said, just make sure to bring your things to stay 2 weeks with us.
2 weeks. Mm-hmm. What was going through your mind when they told you that?
We actually had no idea.
They told us a training. So we went for 2 weeks.
Yes.
And then at the end of the 2 weeks, they told us they extended to a month. After 1 month, they extended 2 months. After 2 months, they extended 6 months. And then when all this happened, I said, wait a minute. 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, 6 months. Am I entering Bethel at my mid-40s?
Yes.
So it was surprising for us. Yes, and after 6 months, maybe Andreina can say that.
Yes, after 6 months, we received a letter that that was our new assignment, and we could not believe it. I mean, like he said, we had passed that age or reached that age where normally you don't start serving at Bethel.
And so how long have you been there in the Bethel in Peru?
It's been 6 years.
6 years.
6 years. They went for 2 weeks. Oh, come to Bethel. We've got some training for you. You need a bit more training. Don't we all need training from time to time? You've done your 2-year stint in the circuit work. Now it's time to have a bit of training. It'll only take a fortnight. And 2 weeks becomes a month becomes 2 months, and 2 months becomes 6 months, and then 6 months becomes they're Bethelites. They're there for 6 years and counting. Why not be upfront to begin with? This experience has been included in the 152nd Gilead Graduation, the inside story, to impress us. We're supposed to be impressed by this. And I think what they're getting at, I think we're supposed to be impressed by the couple's self-sacrifice and the fact that they were willing to do whatever they were told to do by the organization. But in this particular instance, they weren't told, they were deceived. If this is truly God's organization, my question would be, where's the planning? What about the verse in 1 Corinthians 14, verse 40? But let all things take place decently and by arrangement. If you want a couple to join Bethel, here's what you do. You say, would you like to join us at Bethel? Why the need to mess around with them like that? This is amateurish stuff, isn't it? Where's the foresight? By the way, this verse in 1 Corinthians 14, verse 40, that used to get brandished at every opportunity. Even like hall cleaning or, doing anything, going to like a build for a kingdom hall or volunteering for the most menial job or being asked to volunteer for the most menial job, they would always drag out 1 Corinthians 14, verse 40. Let all things take place decently and by arrangement. You would hear it all the time. My question is, why wasn't that applied here? And how are we supposed to be impressed that this is God's organization, Jehovah's organization, being led by his Spirit, if things are done in such a clumsy way so that you have a couple going to Bethel thinking they're going on a 2-week training course, and before they know it, they've been there for 6 years?